Exercise 1. Today, zoo managers recognize the need to provide a place for privacy for their charges. Most species need the opportunity to be free from the peering faces. The animal's flight distance, the distance at which it will flee an approaching human, must be respected. Since animals spend much of their time foraging, wherever possible, food must be hidden so that it is sought. It is unnatural to provide a wild animal with unearned food, thereby depriving it of one of its predominant activities in the wild. So every effort must be made to replicate that activity. Unfortunately, that can never be done for the large carnivores. Even if, say, one were to introduce a live zebra into a lion's area, there would be no hunt, merely a short chase, and this would be as distasteful as it would be unnatural. There is no means of replicating the hunt for the large carnivores in captivity. Exercise 2. Cruise ships generally stay at ports of call between 6 and 12 hours, although you will find a number of itineraries with overnight port stays. This limited time allotment in port is fine for small towns and other specialized ports of call, such as ancient historic sites or resort islands, but it can present a problem when visiting larger cities. A pet peeve of mine, for example, is the cruise that has Rome as a day port of call. How can anyone do justice to Rome in a single day? Again, how much of a problem this is depends upon your expectations. One solution to this potential disadvantage is to select a cruise that begins and/or ends in a large city, and this is the majority of Mediterranean cruises. You can then add days at either or both ends of your cruise to allow more time for in-depth sightseeing. Exercises 3 through 4. Does an NBA All-Star who is young, handsome, rich, and famous need to be told by his coach that he's playing well? Apparently, the answer is yes. In 1999, Chuck Daly was considered one of the best coaches in the NBA, and Penny Hardaway, one of Daly's players on the Orlando Magic, was one of the stars of the league. Hardaway hit a mild slump in his shooting, and the team lost 3 in a row. Daly said little to him, so Hardaway concluded that the coach had lost confidence in him. In an interview with the New York Times, Hardaway said he had probably jumped to the wrong conclusion from the coach's silence. I know we make all this money and everything, and you wouldn't think some of us need reinforcement, but you want to hear from your coach that you're doing well, even at this level. Daly, known as a player's coach, solved the problem by having a private heart-to-heart talk with Hardaway. He reminded him that he was a great player, told him to have fun, and invited him to come and talk to him any time he wanted. Hardaway broke out of his slump, and the Magic went on a winning streak. Hardaway said later, "I'm not saying that he was the main reason we haven't lost since, but it definitely helped. He let me know how important I was to this team."